This is TWiT.
It would be great for me personally if we could move away from Facebook and if I could talk to my friends and family, if I could get them willing to switch to a different network. And I think that's the big barrier, right? Is that they're already invested in a platform. They don't want to try something new, even though they're frustrated with it. A lot of people haven't gotten frustrated enough with Facebook in particular to want to switch as of this date of this recording. So I'm kind of wondering, like, what is it about Friendica, or is there a feature in Friendica besides being open source? Of course, we're all about open source here on the show. And that's a reason for me to try it. But why would my mom want to try it? Is there an answer for the average user as to why they would want to try this network?
So it's like a very complicated question, because myself, I wouldn't have gone to Friendica if I wasn't locked out of Facebook. So it has to be like a very deeply motivated decision. It's just, you can't switch back and forth, and that would be it would be easy to do that. For example, we don't have any Facebook connectors simply because they don't allow it. There's no public API we can use to do that. So the move from Facebook to Friendica is really complicated. Because you won't find all the people you used to interact with, and you have to make new friends. But it's very good for that.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, that was the big thing for me. As folks know, I'm a Google Plus fan. Still use Google Plus, maybe not on a daily basis, but several times a week. And when Plus first came out, I was trying really hard to get my friends and family to move over, and they just wouldn't. And it was a little bit of the chicken and the egg, right? There was no, my friends aren't there, so why should I try it out? Or they would try it out for a little bit, and they would say, oh, none of my friends want to use it, so I can't talk to them. And that's what I like about the social network I'm on. So I'm just wondering, like I mentioned before, maybe there'll be a big turning point at some point, either with the privacy issues or something else that just, and so what I like about what you're doing, and I assume this is in your mission, is to kind of have a platform ready for when that day comes, so that there will be an alternative for people to move over. Is that correct?
Yes, definitely. So Friendica is full featured. You have posts, you have events, you have a calendar. So it really feels like it could be a suitable alternative to Facebook. But unless there's like a massive meteor landing on Facebook servers, it's unlikely that a lot of people will jump ship. Usually we have very opinionated people testing Friendica because they have been disappointed by Facebook's handling of privacy.
Yeah, and it was going to be my next question: is, are you seeing maybe waves of people trying it out as these things become public about missteps that either Facebook has taken or ways that people have misused the platform? Are you seeing these correlated jumps in users that come to the platform and try it out as those things happen?
Yes, definitely. We have seen an uptick in the number of nodes and users when the Cambridge Analytica story broke out. So we definitely saw an uptick in people wanting to use Friendica and, more importantly, host Friendica nodes.
And since we're on this question, since we're on the topic, this is probably a good point for some basic demographics. I mean, how many people are using I don't know if you can tell because it's decentralized, how many people are actually on the network, and also what other demographic similarities are there? Are they mostly from Europe? Are they from North America? Things like that.
So the project was built originally planned by an American developer that moved to Australia, but the core dev team is mostly people in Germany, and I'm kind of the outlier living in Brooklyn. So the core demographic, it's mostly German people.
Interesting. And then, and again, just because I can't show screenshots of it right now. I apologize for that, but maybe I'll pull some up. There are some screenshots on the homepage, so maybe we can take a look at those as we're going through this. But I mean, what's the big difference? Like, as someone coming from used to other social networks, whether it's from mobile or more desktop versions of Facebook and things like that. I mean, what's the biggest difference that people are going to see when they pull up Friendica? What are they going to see that's different?
So the main difference is in the philosophy. So you're not bound to a single corporate entity. You're bound only to the person or the association that's running your node you register to. So you can set up your own personal node like I did, and you only have to depend on yourself for storing your data, your posts, your pictures. The next big change in philosophy is that there's no centralized aggregation of data. For example, nobody can profile all the users on Friendica, because it would mean like going to each separate server and getting the info from it. So it prevents data aggregation. It prevents selling data, because each node is responsible for a very small amount of users. So there's no profit in large scale data collection.